Hannah escapes! Paper! Hannah escapes! Paper! Extra special! Hannah escapes from police! Paper! Extra, extra paper!
2 days have passed, and Richard Hannay, wanted for a murder he did not commit, is still at large. Determined to discover the secret of the 39 steps, he's made his way to Scotland. The driver of a donkey cart is giving him a lift, and he is on the last leg of his journey, the outskirts of Altnashlock. Are you going to stay long in Altnashlock, laddie?
Well, that all depends. I'm looking for work. You suppose I could find something?
I have my doubts, laddie. Altnashlock is a mighty small village. What do you do?
I'm a chauffeur.
Well, I think you better try elsewhere.
Okay, I see. But aren't there any newcomers who might need a chauffeur?
Wait a minute. Come to think of it, I did hear something. A retired professor who lives in a big house on the edge of the moors.
A professor? Yes, that's it. I can try it anyhow.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to see the master, please.
And what name shall I say, sir?
Oh, he wouldn't know my name. You might ask him if he knows a Miss Annabella Smith.
Yes, sir.
Is there someone there for me, George?
Oh, yes, Professor.
How do you do?
How do you do? My name is Hammond. I've come from London, from Annabella Smith.
Oh. Well, do come in, please. You must be tired. We can talk in the library.
Yes, of course.
Go right in, please.
Thank you.
Sit down. Will you have a drink?
No, thank you.
Well, now, what did you want to see me about, Mr. Hannay?
Hannah, you know me?
Yes, suppose it's safe to call you by your right name now. What about your mutual friend, Annabella?
She's been murdered.
I know, poor girl. The police are looking for you.
Yes, but I didn't do it.
Oh, of course you didn't. But why come all this way to Scotland and tell me about it?
I believe she hoped to come to you about some air ministry secret. She was killed by a foreign agent who was trying to steal it.
Did she tell you what that foreign agent looked like?
Only one thing. She told me the top of his little finger is missing.
On which hand, Mr. Hannay?
On the left, I believe.
Are you sure it wasn't on the right?
Oh, well, it might have been.
Like my hand, Mr. Hannay?
It's you! You're the one she...
The one she was trying to warn you against, the chief. You misunderstood her. She meant for you to kill me, not bring me information.
Well, what are we going to do about it?
That's just the point. What are we going to do? You see, I live here as a respectful citizen. You must realize that my whole existence would be jeopardized if it became known that I am not what I seem. You understand my position?
Yes, quite.
Mr. Hannay, why have you come here? Why have you forced me into this difficult position? I could lock you in a room or anything like that. There's my wife and my daughters to think of, and what makes it doubly important that I shouldn't let you go is that I have just transferred some very vital information out of the country.
What?
Oh, yes. I've got it already. I'm afraid poor Annabella would have been too late in this case.
Well, that's that, I suppose.
If only it was that simple. But it seems we have some unfinished business to attend.
And what's that?
I have a small revolver here. Pretty little thing, isn't it? Suppose I left you alone with it. Tomorrow's newspapers could announce that Portland Place murderer has taken his own life.
You want me to kill myself? You're mad. I won't do it.
Then I'm afraid you've left me no alternative. You should have stayed in London, my friend. Oh, George.
Yes, Professor?
I want your help, please. There's a job for us inside. We'll carry Hannay to the garage, and when it gets dark, we'll drop him off in the road somewhere.
Where is he, sir?
Behind the table.
Here, sir?
Yes, pick him up and...
I'm sorry, sir, but there's no one here.
What?
Well, you can see for yourself.
Why he shot him? The body was laying there on the floor.
The body, sir, seems to have disappeared.
Get out of the road, please. What do you mean by standing in front of my car? You might have been killed.
Sorry, lady. I just wanted a lift. Would you mind? Well, Miss Stewart, how do you do?
What are you doing here?
Richard Hannay is my name. I believe we've met. On a train, wasn't it?
Yes, I think so.
And if I remember correctly, you handed me over to the police.
Oh,
Didn't
get away from me.
Oh, don't worry. I won't hold it against you.
That's very kind of you.
What are you doing in Altnaut Shalak?
I live here.
Oh, it's a charming place, isn't it? Do you know where the local police station is?
Of course I do.
Well, take me then. And hurry, please.
Well, I suppose you know what you're doing.
Oh, yes. You see, I know who killed Annabella Smith.
Is that so?
The same man who shot me just a few minutes ago.
Shot you? Where?
Right in the cigarette case. See? There's a hole on one side of it. Funny little things, cigarette cases. If I hadn't been carrying it about in my breast pocket, the hole would have been in my chest. And to think of it, only last week I was trying to quit.
Just who was this arch-villain?
A gentleman called the Professor.
Oh, you don't mean Professor Bartlett.
Oh, I didn't stop to inquire his last name. Oh, come now, it isn't as funny as all that.
Do you actually mean you're going to the police with this story? That Professor Bartlett shot you? That he's the one who killed the woman you're accused of killing?
Of course, why not?
And you expect them to believe it, I suppose.
Well, you don't, evidently.
No, and neither will they. Professor Bartlett, a murderer. Why, he's one of the best-liked men in the village, and a very good friend of the sheriff's. I'm sure the sheriff will be very interested in your story.
Yes, I see your point. It hadn't occurred to me that. Stop the car, please. I'm getting out.
No, you're not. You said you wanted to go to the police. Well, that's just where you're going. And if you touch me or make a move to jump out, I'll turn this car into a ditch.
Well, aren't you the sweet little thing?
Now you just sit tight, Mr. Hannay, and don't make any sudden movements. We're going rather fast.
Oh, you haven't the nerve, of course.
Haven't I? Try me.
All right, I will.
Don't touch that brake!
Hang on! Where are you? You all right?
Quite all right. Thank you.
Oh, you little fool! Why did you swerve? We might have been killed.
Hello there?
Well, there's someone coming. Keep down.
Let go of me! Hello? Hello, over here! Richard Hannay!
Why, you...
Grab that man.
All right, Hannay, we got ya. Don't try any funny business.
Stand up.
Yes, of course.
Are you the police?
We've been looking for you.
Put him in handcuffs. On them. One on him and the other on the girl.
Hey, what are you doing?
We're handcuffing you to your friend here.
See? Now see what you've done?
Listen, you can't do this. I don't even know this man.
Get in the car, the both of you.
Will you please move over?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, I am. Ow, my wrist!
You asked me to move, and if I move, you move with me. It's a scientific fact that when two people are
Officer,
handcuffed together...
must I be chained to this man?
You must, and keep quiet about it.
Wait a moment. Where are you taking us? This isn't the way to the sheriff's office.
Just don't worry yourself about it, where we're going.
It's the real head we're going to see. The chief.
Would you like to have a small bet with me, Pamela Stewart?
All right, I'll have it with you, Sherlock.
I'll lay you 100 to 1 that the man they call the chief has the top joint of his little finger missing. Am I right, gentlemen?
Shut your mouth or we'll shut it for you.
Oh, you see, Pamela, I win. They're taking us to your charming old friend, the professor.
Hey, what are we stopping for?
A flock of sheep are crossing the road.
Blow the horn. Maybe that'll scare them off.
Nothing gives. They won't move an inch. Oh, come on. We'll have to go out and shoo them off.
Come on, get moving.
Go, shoot.
Get out of the road.
Now is our chance. We'll make a run for it. When I say jump, jump, and run for your life.
But suppose they catch us!
Come on, jump!
Hey, look, they're getting away!
There they go, give it to them.
They're shooting at us!
Come on, run for it!
We shall return to the thrilling final act of the 39 steps following a break from our station's identification. This is WBFR in New York City.
WBFR in New York City.
We now return to WBFR Playhouse of the Air's presentation of the 39 steps. I'm glad to see so many of you are still with us. Oh dear. I see we won't be ready for another 60 seconds. However, thanks to our sponsor's remarkable foresight, we have a message that will fit in here nicely.
Wouldn't you like to get away from it all? Forget your worries and relax for a while. For a short rest when you're on a long haul or honeymoon after you've walked down the aisle. Leave the spot for any weary traveler riding long on life's highway. Spot our vacancy sign and you'll be sure there's no finer place you can stay. It's the Bates Motel, 12 rooms, 12 showers. You can wash your cares away. It's the Bates Motel, open all hours. Every day's a holiday.
We have been looking for a vacation spot that is tailor-made for good times. Experienced travelers prefer the Bates Motel for its special personality, quiet dignity, and friendly charm. This new completely modern motel offers accommodations with the latest improvements, including insulated walls, metal furniture, box springs, Venetian blinds, carpet floors, free radios, and parking directly in front of the 12 guest rooms. Pleasantly air-conditioned in the summer and snugly heated in the winter. Each room features a private tiled bath and an abundance of hot water. Nothing old-fashioned, but hospitality even your mother would say is second to none. The Bates Motel is truly an experience you will treasure for the rest of your days. Just call the prompt teletype reservations.
It's the Bates Motel, 12 rooms, 12 showers. You can wash your cares away.